Hello there, Virgo. This is Sophie with Lady of the Unknown Oracle. Thank you so much for joining me in your reading today. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so excited you've decided to join us. And if you're returning, thank you so much for your love, support, contributions, and above all, being my confirmation that I'm in alignment with my life purpose. You have my undying gratitude. So my loves, this is going to be your general reading. The messages we reveal today are applicable to any set of circumstances that are currently taking up space in your mind, your heart, and your spirit. So for you, this could be romance, this could be friendship, self-love, finance and career, your spiritual growth, and really anything of value to you. Also, please keep in mind that the messages today do not have time frames. So if you're here, it's because there's something here that will help you close off a past situation, maneuver around a current situation, or anticipate and prepare for a future situation. So if today's reading doesn't resonate, please take a look at last month's reading because my readings do tend to reflect out 2 to 3 months ahead of our present time together. And if you find that this reading really resonates, but you're not feeling drawn to getting a personal reading from me, I will be including an extended reading on Vimeo. If you have that lingering question of what or who is coming toward me and what is my best approach, the link can be found in the description box below. And if you do feel like you would like a lot more revealed about your specific situation than what comes up from today's reading, you can absolutely reach out to me for a personal reading. And all the information you need to book a reading is in the description box below. Okay? All right, Virg. So let's go ahead and find out what's going on with you and what you need to know moving forward. Okay, my friends? Whew, let's do it. Nine of Pentacles with Justice. You could be connecting with a Libra. You could be becoming single from a Libra. You could also be divorcing somebody. Okay, the Nine of Pentacles is a single person card. Okay. Yeah, with the Tower and the Fool, someone, I'm getting someone might leave this situation really suddenly. Okay, so if you're connecting with an Aries or a Scorpio, be mindful because someone here might be thinking, yeah, with the High Priest on the bottom, someone here might be thinking that they're working on the connection or they're working on the business or they're working, right, towards whatever it was you guys agreed to work on. But someone here is either getting a realization and they're not telling you the truth about the fact that they don't want to be here anymore, or they might just suddenly out of nowhere exit the situation. Okay, could be connecting with an Aries, could be connecting with a Scorpio. Okay. Yeah, so potential for endings here. Definite potential for endings here. With the Ten of Swords and the Empress. Some of you were really hopeful you'd be able to have a family with this person or build a business with this person. They were really looking like a sure thing with you. You might already have a family or a business with this person. The partnership between you guys may come to an end. Right? One of you or the person you're connecting with, Virgo, might have gotten a lot of clarity about what you're worth and what you're not willing to handle anymore, not willing to take anymore. And so you could be bringing this ending on yourself if you identify as the Empress, right? That's Taurus and Libra. So again, very strong Libra so far. All right. So what's going on here, please, for Virgo? Overarching energy, Queen of Pentacles. So here you are, Five of Cups, in grief, disappointed at what's been lost, trying to find the silver lining. For some of you who are in a partnership where you've been really trying to build something with someone, that could be a marriage, a business, what have you, you're holding on to what has been created, right? You're holding on to what has been created because that's really the only silver lining in this situation. You feel like you're losing so much, but there are still things that are not lost on you that are still there. So for some of you, if this is a marriage that's coming to an end, you're holding fast to the fact that you are a mom and you are a provider and that the best things that came out of this are your children and that you would never trade that for anything in the world. For some of you where this is, you know, maybe an education, right? Maybe you're switching careers. And, you know, there's so many opportunities now that have been lost, now that you know that this isn't the career you want to pursue anymore. But you understand that what you've learned along the way is irreplaceable. For those of you who are ending a partnership with someone in business, right? The same thing. You guys may have created this massive business together, and now the partnership is dissolving. I mean, it's dissolving, and you guys might be having a falling out, but you're looking at everything that's been created. You guys made great strides together, and so there's a sense here. There is hopefulness, right? Something might be coming to an end. Something might be lost, but there's a sense of hopefulness here. Yeah, Virgo. You could be connecting with a Cancer or someone who's got Cancer very heavy in their chart, but you're moving forward. All right, to something new. What's crossing this is the Ace of Wands. What's on your mind is the Lovers. You could be connecting with a Gemini. They had Virgo energy with the Hermit, okay? Gemini did. So go take a look at Gemini's reading if you're connecting with a Gemini. That could reveal a little bit more about any behavior that you've been noticing in them. Geminis had an interesting reading, okay? If you're connecting with a Gemini, just go take a look at their reading and be gentle about it, okay? Because, yeah. I don't really want to say anything, but at the same time, just brace yourself, Virgo, okay? The news wasn't really that great. Geminis are in some sketchy stuff, okay? But I feel like you probably already know that. Now, in your heart, you've got the Eight of Pentacles. In the recent past, we have Judgment, okay, Sagittarian energy. Virgo energy is Eight of Pentacles here. Coming in, we've got the Knight of Cups. You see yourself as the Page of Pentacles. In the environment, you've got the Sun. Yeah, if you recently had a child with a Gemini, right, you're connecting with a Gemini, you guys had a child together, a son, really, a male baby, that's a very specific message that is just, it's ringing in my ears, and I just feel compelled to specify. For as much as I want to make this general for you guys, like, that is definitely a very specific message that's coming through. Please go take a look at the Gemini reading, okay? There's something there for you. With the fear here, with the Hermit, okay, and the potential outcome, the Six of Pentacles. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a good group of you who are connecting with a Gemini, for sure, connecting with a Gemini. Big decision was recently made, and it could be to move forward away from this Gemini, because the thing is, you want a new beginning. You want to create something new. If you're connecting with a Gemini, this person's on your mind, and in your heart you want to work on things, but moving forward, you want someone who you can trust with your emotions. Right? In the environment, you could have a child, this brand new beginning, whatever this is, and you see yourself as having to you're reworking the situation. Things are going to change drastically, and you're just really trying to see how you can manage this new life, this new situation. Okay? As a potential outcome, things might feel a little bit imbalanced for a little while, but I don't think you're worried about it, Virgo. I really don't. I don't think you're worried about it. Now, that's a very specific message for a select number of you. If that is not the case, you're not connecting with a Gemini, right? Just on your mind, you've got a very big choice to make that you recently made, but it's like that, it's not over. Okay, the decision-making phase of this whole situation for you, whether it's in regards to a Sag, a Cancer, a Gemini, a fire sign, specifically Leo here on the board, any other Virgo that you might be connecting with, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio person who is coming into is new to the scene, someone who, someone here who is wanting a new beginning, or who you are wanting a new beginning with, right? There's a very big decision here that's being made. And it's like you're not afraid, Virgo, of putting in the work. It's just you would have liked things to look different. That's what it is. You would have liked things to look different. But you're moving forward, which is perfect. That's great. Because in the recent past with this Judgment, it feels like you were pushed to the brink. It feels like you were pushed to the brink about something, and you're not really settling for less anymore. You just, whether this is a romantic partnership or non-romantic, right? There's something about this person, place, or situation that was not serving you. You made a decision to move away from it, and now you are. If you have water in your chart, this Knight of Cups could even be you, Virgo, to be honest. If you're a Cancer, right, this could really be you. And you're thinking about this decision that you want to make to start something new, to put in the work for a new business or a new relationship or just a new life. right? And this really could be you taking action and moving forward, because as the Page of Pentacles, this is a student. This is someone who's starting fresh. And the environment, you've never been happier. You could connect with a Leo as well. You've never been happier. Yeah, it's going to take a little while to rebalance things, but you're not really worried about it. Overarching energy for the clarifiers is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is all happening in divine timing, Virgo, okay? So while there might be some inconvenient truths here, I don't feel like you're worried about it. I really don't. I feel like you're understanding how big of a shift this is. I mean, let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana so far. 6 with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay? So let's take a look with this Chariot, right? Could be connecting with a Cancer, could also be connecting with a Libra. All right? But overall, if this is marriage for you or some type of partnership, there's a contract that is being left behind. It could be one that is also beginning, right, with the Ace of Wands, but this is what's crossing it, the end of a new beginning, right? So this could be something that was sex only. This is something where, you're realizing now, after wanting something new with someone who you have an established partnership, romantic or otherwise, you're realizing that there's something here that really can't be rekindled, that can't be restarted. It may have been a great run, and you wish things could be different, but they can't. There's a need to rebalance. And in order to do that, a big decision now needs to be made, one that most likely has legal implications as a result. Could require moving. Okay? On your mind with the Lovers and the Two of Cups, this is someone you were coupled with. Again, doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be romantic. I know I say coupled, right? Romantic. I'm getting definitely, because Gemini's reading was very, very much love. I tried my best to read it generally, but the truth is I was getting a very strong vibration off of Gemini's reading for love, 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 romance specifically. So again, Virgo, if you are connecting with a Gemini, you might find a lot revealed in the Gemini reading. So I highly suggest you go take a look if you are prepared, because their reading was probably one of the more intense ones that I've done. And I apologize in advance for that, but I can't unsee what I see. I don't know any other way to explain it really. So on your mind, you're thinking of this person. You're thinking of, if it's romantic, you're thinking of the fact that you have a connection with this person, a strong connection. You've always loved them, and in some type of way, it feels kind of unfair that this is where you are, but I don't think that there's any part of you that really questions how right of a decision this is to walk away from this. Okay. Yeah, in your heart, you've been putting in a lot of work, but to 8 of Pentacles is also your energy, right? In your heart, that no matter how much work you put in, there's always going to be that feeling of loss. There's always going to be that feeling of losing out on something. There's always that feeling of you want more but can't have more. You're going to have to settle for what's there, right? Silver linings, of course, 5 of Cups, silver linings, lots of hope, okay? But at the end of the day, you're realizing that a new beginning can't be had. And you're at a point now where you say, okay, well, we either need to change the entire dynamic of this connection, or I need to go. Right? So it depends on what this new beginning looks like for you. It could be a new beginning within the partnership, or a new beginning by severing this old connection, or this current connection, excuse me. Whatever this looks like for you. But there's an understanding that if things don't change, or if things don't end, a new beginning won't be had, and you're going to be stuck feeling so sad. Like no matter how much work you put in, it doesn't change anything. The more work you put in, the more you lose, essentially, because this person's not putting in. And in the recent past with Judgment, with the Magician, Gemini, Virgo, Aries, for me personally, whenever I see a multi-sign card like the Magician, Virgo, Gemini, Aries, Virgo, this is your energy, but if you are coupled with a Gemini or Aries, to me, this is just further confirmation. It's almost like a lover's card for you guys, right, Virgo? So if you're connecting with another Virgo, if you're connecting with another Gemini, if you're connecting with a Gemini or an Aries, to me, I feel like this was, really whirlwind, a relationship that started super quickly, almost as if by magic, like it's like the day you said, I really want to be with someone, they just appeared out of nowhere and you were like, whoa, law of attraction at its finest, right? Just manifesting this connection out of nowhere. But the thing is that with the Magician and Judgment, the manifestation aspect is it could have been in reviving a connection with someone. So if, for example, if you were in a connection with the person that you are now having these thoughts about, and you reconciled with them in the past, and you felt like you attracted this reconciliation, or you attracted, you know, this, if you feel so connected spiritually, you know, for you this could be like a past life relationship with this person. You feel like it was really magical, really spiritual, deeply spiritual, and just made you very, very happy. You know, it felt heaven sent. It felt heaven sent. And so that's why it's on your mind, and that's why it really bothers you, that it's like no matter how hard you work, you're not getting to where you want to get. But balance needs to be reestablished here. If this is non-romantic, right? This is, again, this is like a match made in heaven. This partnership, this work environment, this was really a blessing, right? This is exactly what you asked for. It made you believe in your abilities to manifest and create the life you want. But there's an instability here, right? There's an instability. There's a big decision that has to be made. There's disharmony somewhere. All right, where there, you know, has always been a fantastic connection, and that has not gone away. The connection has not gone away. There's a feeling that no matter how much you work, it's not good enough. And there's a need to repair this. Okay, there's a need to repair this. With the Knight of Cups, Seven of Wands, Strength, and the Page of Wands. This could be a water sign that will be entering your environment. Someone presumably either your age or younger than you. All right, this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Strong Leo here, again with strength. We've got a lot of Leo energy. Okay, with the Page of Wands, fire again, Aries, Leo, Sag. So a lot of fire here. This person could be you know, water sign with fire in their chart, or vice versa. But either way, you know, this is a desire to move forward with a message of love, a message of your emotions that hasn't been coming through. Someone's confused. Page of Wands, I believe, was on for Gemini. It was in their headspace. Okay, it was what was on their mind. So a lot has been held back. A lot has been resisted. Okay, because I feel here like someone does not have an answer. Right? And what's coming in is someone may, for the first time in a while, really come forward with the truth. The fact that they don't know what they want. The fact that maybe they don't want this. Okay? It could also be that they are willing to put in the time, effort, and resources necessary to work. Right? Because the Seven of Wands doesn't have to be resistance. And strength doesn't always have to be restraint. Those two cards can actually both represent two different things. So where there's restraint, there could also be a push away from things that are trying to push back. You know, so with the Knight of Cups, they could decide, you know, this person could really decide to fight for the connection, fight for what you guys have worked for, put in their half if they haven't been. So you see yourself kind of revisiting the drawing board with the Page of Pentacles, taking your time. You almost feel like what you've invested up to this point has really been a waste. And you're trying to look at it all differently, right, Virgo? You're really trying to give it a second shot. You're trying to look at it and say, you know, we've got so much here with the Sun and the Ace of Swords, communication in regards to a new beginning, about your son, about the child you guys just had, about the business that has been growing. Whatever process you and this person with whom you're connecting has set in motion. Right? You're really trying to make it work because there's something here that you guys have already invested so much into. You especially, Virgo. Right? If this is a Leo in your environment, again, we've got that Leo coming in as well. If you have a Leo in your environment who's been really holding back communication, they're coming in with that communication. They're coming in with that communication. At the very least, if they've been uncertain, right? If it's them at the crossroad here and they've been resisting their emotions because they need to figure out what it is they want to do, they're coming into a decision. They're getting clarity now. Okay? And you can have Leo in your chart, Virgo, and it could be that you are receiving clarity now on what to do. If you have felt at all up to this point like you've been unsure of what this new decision should be. And the difference is that while you might receive clarity, you're definitely going to take action. If you've got Leo in your chart, this is you. Probably Leo moon, I would say. This isn't information that you're going to take on lightly. This is information that for you is really a one and done type of deal. Like you're gonna come into clarity, and it's like it's not gonna matter what you've worked for. You're just like, I'm done. Okay. But of course, you don't have to have Leo in your chart. This could be your energy anyway, because the Sun and the Ace of Swords is double clarity. It's a new day. It's happiness. It's being able to really look at your future happiness eye to eye and say, I want you, and I'll do whatever it takes. The Sun is about growth. Okay, so you see yourself as kind of like questioning where you've invested your time up to this point, and in your environment, there's clarity here. There's clarity in your environment. The truth is right in front of you, and I feel like that's why some of you may be indecisive, but for the most part, I feel like most Virgos, you guys are saddened, but the truth has not escaped you. You know what you should do, and I don't think you're afraid of leaving it behind. You're really just trying to rearrange the pieces because it's a necessary part of this whole process. Right? I don't think any of this makes you afraid. Your fear here with the Hermit and the Knight of Wands is, just not being able to commit exactly to what it is you want. With the Hermit being your energy and the Knight of Wands, right? It's not the fear of leaving this situation behind. It's about knowing where to settle in. How long is it going to take for you to not be in this familiar situation before you finally feel comfortable with what your new life looks like, or with what your new job looks like, or with what your new partner looks like, right? This could also be if you're connecting with another Virgo. Your fear here is that they are non-committal. They're in and out. They are entertaining other people. Let me see Virgo here. Where else does Virgo appear? Because I know there are some Virgo partnerships. I've noticed in some of the comments. So I'm going to see if I can single that out. So for Virgo energy, if you're with another Virgo, you made a decision recently in regards to your counterpart here. Something maybe that they've done made you very sad. But there's, they might be mirroring you here. If you guys have this, there's very heavy soulmate connection, possible twin flame. This Virgo could be mirroring your feelings here, and also wondering why they might be questioning. They might be wondering whether or not what they've invested is paying off, right? Because someone here at the base of it, Virgo, someone here is not communicating. Okay, at the very base of this, like someone here is not communicating, and it's making someone question their investment in the connection. So if you're connecting with another Virgo, they could also be you're concerned that they're non-committal, but they are on board with you in terms of this soulmate connection. And if you're not talking with them, I think they might also be questioning whether or not they're going to be wondering whether you've changed your mind. If you're the one that's not communicating with them, then they may have stopped communicating with you because they noticed you maybe just didn't want to talk, and out of consideration for you, because you Virgos are so sweet. You guys are so sweet that you really go above and beyond in terms of like considering the people who you love. That this person, the Virgo you're connecting with, may have thought the same and said, you know what, you're my counterpart's really stressed, I'm going to let them chill. But then the words never came, and now it's kind of like there's a disconnect in communication. Okay, so for some of you Virgos who are connecting with other Virgos, that might be what your hang up is, and the person you're connecting with could be feeling exactly the same. So I would check in with them. All right. But yeah, there's also the sense of, if you don't make a decision and you just stay pulled away from this person instead of making an actual decision, this person is going to continue to be non-committal, and you're really just going to continue to suffer. Or you might result to being non-committal, and essentially it's just going to be drawn out. Like you already know what this is looking like. You're afraid that this is just going to drag and drag and drag, and it's going to be like this weird cycle of like knowing what the truth is and not doing anything about it, and then continuing to be in this Five of Cups energy. Okay, and the potential outcome with the Six of Pentacles, we've got the King of Cups. You could be connecting again with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorp. King of Pentacles, King of Wands. Whoa. With the Tower. Holy cannoli, man. Hold on now. So first of all, Virgo, you got 3 kings here. Now, whoa. With 6 of Pentacles, weighing the pros and cons is what I'm getting from the 6 of Pentacles. I don't think anyone here is breadcrumbing you. I feel like you might have, Virgo, multiple suitors. Okay? This is the potential outcome. So should you decide to bring distance between you and the person you're connecting with, or the situation you're connecting with, you are going to be met with tremendous opportunity. And the King of Swords is not here. It's the King of Wands, so the King of Passion and creation, the King of Pentacles, right? The King of Commitment, with the King of Cups, which is the King of Love and emotional stability and creativity. So you've got three very promising kings in front of you who all know how to manage feelings, who all know how to kind of get things hot and know how to make plans. And with the Tower here, part of your realization could be that you know you've got multiple options. You could have already, in the midst of all of this ending and decision making, there is someone who has already approached you, right? They've already approached you with their emotions. And you kind of got fine. That's why I'm not sensing fear. Like, there's sadness that this is what it is, but the fact that this is what it is doesn't really make you feel like it's your fault or anything like that. It's just kind of like, now, I'm mourning the connection. I'm mourning what I've put in, but I'm understanding that there's still something really great about this, right? Again, happiness, clarity, moving forward, realizing what's still here. And I feel like the transition period for you, Virgo, would be very short. All right, this Tower moment here, you could also be, very strong Scorpionic energy here with the King of Cups as well. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. All right. But this person, these people, are bringing to light the fact that you could have anyone. Essentially, Virgo, you could have anyone. You could have anyone. You could connect with anyone, have a business with anyone. You are the type of person who everyone can get along with. So why settle for less? Romantic or otherwise? Why settle for a lackluster partnership of any kind when you can really work with people who are stepping up to the plate? Right? There's a realization here that whoever this person is or whoever these people are that step in, you'll have a choice. You'll have multiple options where you can decide pros and cons, which one is a better fit for you, and they'll be able to help you rebuild the Tower moment. But essentially, I feel like if any one of these people, and this could all be the same person, don't get me wrong, right? This could be whoever you're connecting with. So even though King of Swords is not here, if you're connecting with a Gemini, this King of Pentacles could be him, right? He's your married counterpart. He's the co-business owner to the business you guys have, right? The King of Pentacles could be any sign, just committed. So, either there's something, either all three of these kings is your one king rolled up into, spread out into three, and there's something about this that's coming to an end, or that you're realizing about this person, right? Or these are all separate people, or all separate situations of stability, of passion, of creativity that's really being offered, and it's an opportunity for you to rebuild the Tower. For you to rebuild your business, to rebuild your life, to rebuild your home life, to rebuild possibilities for your kids, to rebuild possibilities for yourself, for your dream. Right? Whether these are energies or these are people, there's a realization here that there's so much at your disposal that for you to delay sadness, to delay disappointment or grief any longer would really just be a disservice. Again, Wheel of Fortune. So there are so many things coming into sync for you, Virgo. There are so many things coming into sync for you that it's really incredible. Okay? Biggest block here is just connection. Communication for some of you. For some of you, especially if you're dealing with a Leo or a fire sign of some kind, a decision needs to be made, and the only way you guys can make any strides in that sense is if you have communication. Because a connection is felt mutually between you. If it's romantic, this is soulmate. If it's non-romantic, then it's in terms of creativity and building together. Right? There's a mutual connection between you guys that really feeds your soul. Really, it's reciprocal. It's reciprocal. It's truly reciprocal. But someone here is realizing that a decision needs to be made. A new beginning is needed. Someone may be feeling like they're putting in a lot of work and for nothing. Okay? They're wondering why their investments are not paying off. Right? Virgo, I want to say that there's something innately disappointing about this situation that is making you feel dumb about investing any more time, energy, and resource. But I feel like this kind of situation, you should make sure that the person you're connecting with is aware that this is how you feel. Because if they don't know, then they can't try. Okay? If they don't know, they can't try. Now with this Ten of Swords and the Ace of Wands, right? If this for you means that you already had the conversation and you already know that nothing can be done because you've been through this before and nothing gets restarted, then you're ready for a divorce. You're ready to sever the contract. You're ready to start over. You're ready to rebalance the scales by moving away from this person, by geographically moving your location, by taking your business elsewhere, something along those lines, okay? If you haven't gotten to that point where a renewal of a connection or the beginning of a new connection can't be, can't really be, you know, ascertained, like you're not really sure if that's the case, then communication needs to be had, because you guys share a very strong connection and it's possible to move forward in growth and move past this. But the kind of strain that's here by not expressing yourself and by leaving the other person in the dark about you feeling this way is going to lead to a sense that a tower moment is essentially coming. Right? This need to weigh the pros and cons. This could be even self-sabotage, Virgo. Like you might already not be prepared to go the long haul with this person, and so something now is kind of making you want more, but instead of telling this person, you kind of expect them to read your mind, and then you know that they can't, so you're basically mentally setting them up. And you're basically saying, like, I know that they can't read my mind. They'll never know that I want more sex or that I want a new beginning here. Right? They'll never know that. So they're going to go on thinking that everything's great, but in the meantime, while they're not giving you the life that you want, you're going to be saying to yourself, oh, you see how much they don't love me? You see how much they don't feel sexually towards me? You see how they always make me do everything? And you're feeding your ego. You're feeding that to the ego, and it's saying, yeah, you're right, absolutely. Then someone's going to come in and they're going to give you a reason to walk out of your connection. When the truth is, if that's what you want, then you should just let that person know and then just disconnect. Right? Don't allow the setup to happen. I'm seeing for some of you, this is really a setup, and you're kind of self-sabotaging a bit. But for the most part, you are very clear on the fact a new beginning can't be had. And that doesn't even bother you. What bothers you is all the time you spent, right? But that's about it. Like, you're so happy by what has come of it so far that you're like, you know what? I just want to get out of here. Like, let me just pack my bag. Let me just get out of here. Or let me pack my office and let me just get out of here. Right? So it doesn't feel like too much has been lost, even though you're sad, because you know there's so much waiting for you that you're ready to pick up the pieces, whatever that means for you. Okay? The Wheel of Fortune. This is all in divine timing too. Again, I feel like you're aware you're aware of the divine involvement in this particular situation. I don't think that is an issue for you. Eight of Cups, walking away. Time to walk away from something. Leaving a lot behind. Yeah, Virg. This is just where you're at. And the truth is, I admire you, because this type of energy, this is extremely self-assured. Extremely self-assured. I'm not really, I can't say that there's anyone else's energy who I've felt this confidently, right? You are very, very confident, Virgo. You are very self-assured, very confident. You know what lies ahead. There's a little bit of a sense of uncertainty, but it really, it might be risky and there could be a lot involved in this ending, but I don't see you being truly disrupted by this. Okay? I admire that. That's next level stuff. So congratulations, Virg. Okay? That takes a lot of work to be that way. So congratulations for that. All right? Virgo, I'm going to leave it here because I'm not feeling drawn to any additional messages. If you feel like your message was here and we didn't get to really get in it too deeply, and you'd like to, really get in there, we can do a personal reading. All the information to book a reading with me is down in the comments, down in the description box below. But if this really covered it for you, I am so happy that I've been able to serve you. If you have lingering questions, like I mentioned at the beginning, of what or who is coming towards you and what's your best approach, just check out the Vimeo link down below in the description box. But yeah, guys, subscribe, like, share, comment down below. Let me know where you are, what you're doing. Let me know how everything is going for you on your journey. But I'm so grateful to you for honoring me with such a huge privilege. I love you guys so much, Virg. Thank you again for allowing me to do this for you. And until next time, mwah, so much love and huge hugs.